how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
A foul as he got the arm extended, and the White Falcons earned the possession. Good job there by Lloyd, staying in front. The other starter there for St. Joe's, Silas Allen, as he'll defend at the block. As Rickard will drive left side, spins, and misses from 6 feet. Sanders clears the rebound. As the defense retreats, they'll throw it centrally to Keaton. Noah Keaton, 5'11 freshman, 14.3 points per game. Here's Allen, lost the handle, and they call another offensive foul. Again, it was Hayden Lloyd. And these are all the right call, both of them. The arm was up into the middle of Lloyd's jersey. He'll earn a much-deserved break as Cooper Roush, the freshman, checks in. Cooper Roush was out for the Williamstown game. Good to have him back as Cyrus Rickard will work towards the elbow. Pitches to Wyatt Harris. Harris, quick fake, switches sides of the floor. Here's a Roush 3-ball off the front iron. Board ripped down by Wolfel. Carter Wolfel, 4.9 points per contest as Sanders will throw it near side to the free throw line. Allen, hop step, lay-in, good. First 3 points of the ball game go to Silas Allen for St. Joe's, as he covered a lot of ground there with the aggressive move to the basket. Here's Roush the other way. He's got 2. Nice touch there off the window. Sanders will work on Eli Rickard. White Falcons man-to-man defense. Bumps him, falls away. Good shot, pretty touch. As the 6-foot junior from the short corner will tie it up 5-5, 5:33 and ticking. Eli Rickard will try the foul away again. This time hits it. Rickard doing a nice job getting down there into the paint, taking advantage with the jump shot. And he's comfortable shooting those contested ones, as that's a straightaway 3-ball off the side of the rim for Keaton. And the board falls to Rickard. 5:07 and winding, first quarter action. Rickard through the legs, gives it off to Roush. A post touch here for Charlie Long, kicks to an open Wyatt Harris. It's off the mark, board controlled by Sanders. As they'll push the tempo, Keaton good on the lay-in. Well run, fast break. As the freshman has his first points at 7-7. Far side wing Harris. Pitch to Cyrus Rickard as Todd Maynard looks on from the St. Joe bench. Floater, Rickard's off the mark. Offensive board, Long, put back, good. Charlie Long, the 6'4" sophomore, puts the White Falcons up 9-7. As Sanders hesitates, pulls up in front of Rickard, and has another one. And a little bit of space there across from the huge wingspan of Rickard. Good concentration shot as Eli will spin to the bucket. It's off. Carter Wolfel collects, pushes the tempo forward to Allen. Allen into the corner as Keaton will go up top. Billy Zussman wanted to walk. High arcing threes off. Offensive board, fresh possession, then Cyrus Rickard took it right back. There's the White Falcons with Rickard running the point here, the sophomore. A little crossover. There's Eli Rickard going to work on Sanders. Back to the basket, far corner. It's with Wyatt Harris. Harris streaking across the lane. It's around and good. Wyatt Harris with 5 points. There's a foul called on the floor as St. Joe's advanced it up the floor in the other direction. It'll be a sideline inbound. Harris came to life offensively with the 17-point outing over the weekend. Had a slow day with 2 points at Williamstown today. Hit a 3 and then a tough bucket there as Namir Bryan will set the screen. He'll roll and get it back. Tries a 2-footer. Got it. Well-run offense there. Credit Sanders for finding him. As Bryan stands at 6'5". It'll be a good battle down there with Long today. Roush airballs on the 3. As that's turned over back to St. Joe's. Huntington St. Joe's 7-7 on the season. Last time out, lost to Tug Valley 66-50 back on February 4th. Coach Garland, Rabbit, Thompson's crew, as Bryant will set a screen off the right. This time Sanders drives with it, misses the finger roll. Bryant collects the board, couple of fakes, and it's off the mark as it pinballs to him. He'll miss the third attempt. A stoppage and a foul. And it'll go against St. Joe's. That's on Allen, and that's his second personal. So that's of note here just in the first quarter. Allen will likely be over there until at least close to halftime, maybe even the third quarter. They'll check Brody Runyon in at the elbow. It's back to Cyrus Rickard. He'll try a three. It's strong offensive board. Charlie Long puts it on the deck. It's out to Eli Rickard. Rickard at the elbow gives it off to Cyrus Rickard. Thought about it. Goes through the legs and lost the handle. It's a scrum on the floor. A couple people hit the deck. Jump ball, the indication. And it stays on this end of the floor with Waham. 11-11, 2:04 left first quarter action. We broadcast on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf and on HDmedia Game Day. As Rickard will toss it in from underneath. He tried to go short to Eli Rickard. He was grabbed as he flashed open. Isaiah Sanders touched him on the arm. That's the third team foul. As the officials, three-man officiating crew, Jeff Hardy, Andy Hudson, Bill Sisler, give them the all-go. It's to Rickard, one bounce, hook shot, and just off and hung on the cylinder for a second and missed. And deflects off Wahama St. Joe basketball. Four different White Falcons have scored here in the first quarter. Wyatt Harris, the leader with 5. As he'll pick up at half court. Noah Keaton dribbles and hands to Runyon. Runyon weaves, gives it off to Sanders. Sanders driving right side, bangs into Rickard. Up fake, and he's fouled on the scoop shot. Sanders has a tight handle and is just strong on the basketball. I remember last year in the playoff game down there at Spring Valley High School, Wahama had trouble with him just as far as getting to the cup. And Sanders will make the free throw. He's got 5. And the second one is good. Sanders has 6 points. Here's Eli Rickard shooting it over to the far wing. Wyatt Harris pulls back, gives it off to Cooper Roush. Roush up top for Cyrus. As a Charlie Long screen comes, he'll go the other way with it. Up fakes through a double team, high off the glass, it misses. And Rickard got his hands on it. It deflected off of Namir Bryant. As Wahama will have it underneath. Cooper Roush checks out. Aiden Young back in. Young was our player of the game on 93.1 down there at Williamstown. He had 13 points, did some good stuff as the White Falcons turned it over off the inbound. Bryant got his pocket picked the other way. It's out of bounds off of Harris. Good job there by Wyatt Harris, the best perimeter defender the White Falcons have, getting back. Has 56 deflections on the year that's coming into the week. Rickard's going to come out. Hayden Lloyd comes back. Short right to Sanders. He was wide open, missed it from point blank. White Falcons caught a break. 105 and rolling. Rickard stops and pops. He misses. Wolfel slaps it. Stays with the White Falcons. Lloyd kicks it out. Here's a high arcing Eli Rickard 3-ball. It's good. And the White Falcons take the lead 14-13. He was able to set his feet there, the 36% three-point shooter. 40 seconds left. White Falcons by 1. And he tried to slip it to Bryant. It was deflected and stolen. 31 seconds left as the White Falcons have it on the south end of the floor. It's skipped over to Hayden Lloyd. Lloyd one bounce. It's up top with Rickard. Rickard goes to work, draws a double team. Doesn't matter. It's off the window. It's good. Rickard, 7 points. The White Falcons up 16-13. 10 seconds left. Sanders deliberate. As he'll get into the action, 5 seconds left. Sanders, hard shoulder off of Rickard, misfired strong. The White Falcons collect as Lloyd will heave, and that does it for the end of the first quarter. 16-13 White Falcons. You're listening to WJEH 93.1 The Wolf, or watching HDmedia Game Day as we're at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. Back after this.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
And we are back at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. The Wahama White Falcons taking on the Huntington St. Joe's Irish. As the White Falcons lead at 16-13. We're over the airwaves and on HDmedia Game Day today. And as the White Falcons will defend, Wyatt Harris on the ball here as Noah Keaton will give it off to Sanders. And Eli Rickard will creep forward. Bryant came up. Sanders will give it off to Runyon. Runyon with Roush jockeying across. Gives it off Keaton. Up top. Up on the rim. It dropped. Good job by Keaton going to the jump stop rather than just flailing into Charlie Long as the guard flips it up and home at 16-15. Rickard went to Harris corner. 3 balls off the mark. Bryant with the rebound. Here comes St. Joe. Keaton streaking left side. Slid a little bit, and there is the call. It's a travel as Bill Sisler will make it late but accurately. 7:15 and winding second quarter. White Falcons by 1. Rickard with 7, Harris with 5, Charlie Long with 2. Elbow jump shot off the mark for Cooper Roush. As they'll advance it forward, here's Keaton in the open floor. Lost control, was able to dish it off underneath to Silas Allen, as we've got a foul prior to the shot. He pushes the call on Harris, second personal. As Billy Zussman will keep him out there. They inbounded short to Bryan. He was blocked, got it back, and makes the reverse. It's not enough to just get the block. You got to finish the play. As Bryant puts the Irish in front by 1. Aiden Young up to the scores table at the volleyball line. Cyrus Rickard. White Falcons down by 1. A couple of hesitations. Slips past Allen and missed as it was slapped over top of the St. Joe's bench. Everything but the finish there. Well done with the handle as Harris will come out with the 2 fouls. Young returns. Box set off the inbound. Rickard enters it into Cyrus. Today's game brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses and Mason Belpery and Gallup Police. White Falcons called for an offensive foul, a push-off on Rickard as he tried to go to work. And that's his second personal. 6:20 and rolling. Huntington St. Joe's by 1 in this regional regular season showdown. Sanders on the roll. Had his pass tipped out of bounds as it stays with St. Joseph Central. Coach Todd Maynard, former Tulsa coach, looking on. One of the first games I ever called was St. Joe's against Buffalo. Sanders was blocked. Great defense by Cooper Roush on the run out. Eli Rickard lost it. Brody Runyons slapped it. They'll kick it out to Cooper Roush out of the scramble. Misfired from 3. Roush keeps it alive. Hook shot off the mark for Charlie Long as Rickard was battling for it. And after all that, it'll stay down here with the White Falcons. As they'll inbound in front of Leonard Koenig, taking some good pictures as they'll go far corner. Roush, entry pass was stolen as Bryant slapped it. Here's Silas Allen, goes around the back and tries the floater. It's good off the glass. Allen with 5 points in the game. Near side corner, Aiden Young into the hands of Roush. Roush crosses over top key. Gives it to Aiden Young. As we're inside of the Mark Porter broadcast booth, the White Falcons kick to Young, wide open 3 ball. Is off the mark, fight for the rebound, collected by Bryant. And here comes St. Joe's. Nifty move. And a foul called as Keaton was going up. They'll shoot 2. Coming up after this, we'll have a girls basketball game. Williamstown taking on GW. As Jariah Pryor for the Patriots will take on Faith Pickens for Williamstown. That free throw good. Keaton's got 5. Out goes Roush as Coach Billy Zuspin passes along some coaching. Aiden Lloyd re-enters. And the free throw good as Keaton's got 6. Rickard picked up the dribble, yet to cross. The White Falcons will, as they got it in the back court, front court with Rickard. Missed the floater, and Bryant collected the rebound. Namir Bryant making a big impact on the glass with 5 boards. As St. Joe's has had the advantage in that department. Coast to coast, nobody stopped ball, and Noah Keaton has the bucket. Cannot give them easy ones like that as St. Joe's is hyped up here in the morning. 23-16, White Falcons take a timeout. We'll head to a quick break on WJEH and HDmedia Game Day.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
The Utz Snyder of Berlin Snacks Shootout. The White Falcons turn it over off the timeout. Namir Bryant is fouled going up to prevent the layup. And that's got to drive Coach Zuspin crazy. As the White Falcons just had a miscommunication there on that first pass. Otherwise, it's been a relatively clean game in that respect. That was just the 4th turnover. St. Joe's has committed 5. As Bryant at the stripe. It's good. As the 6'5" center has 5. And Bryant will bounce the ball, bends the knees. And it's up and good. White Falcons just 2 of 10 from 3-point range. As Rickard made one, Harris made the other. It's been famine otherwise. Harris goes to Roush. Roush will try one, and hopefully that'll change the luck as Roush drained it. And Cooper with 5 for the 40% three-point shooter. As Keaton around a Sanders screen, a work towards the right side, gives it off to Runyon. Runyon with the floater, good. Got it up onto the side of the rim, and it rolled in. First points there for the sophomore. And Cyrus Ricker this time tries one, he airballs it, and had a foul call under the cup. It'll go against the White Falcons. A push. And honestly, a pretty unnecessary one there, considering that'll be the second personal on Charlie Long. So you've got Eli Rickard with 2, Harris with 2, Long as well. And we're only halfway through the second quarter. You got to know they're going to call it a little tighter than you would in an ordinary game in these events. It's just human nature. You want to be more official, so to speak. So it's going to be a tighter whistle as Bryant makes the first free throw. He's got 7. And the second one good. Bryant taking advantage at the stripe. He's got 4 free throws in the game. He's 4 for 4, 2 of 5 from the field. As Braden McDowell comes in for St. Joe's. Here's Eli Rickard on the drive. Will hesitate a couple times. Forces up a jump shot. It's off the mark. Bryant collects. And there's a jump ball. Cyrus Rickard was all over him. Possession arrow gives it to the White Falcons. 29-19, 3:40 left, second quarter. White Falcons trail. It's a wild inbound pass. Roush runs it down in the corner, goes low block. Long knocked over the defender, makes it. And the White Falcons cut it to 8. Good strong take there from the sophomore. As St. Joe's tried to draw the call, stop and pop mid-ranger off the mark. It deflects to Bryant. He misses. Board Cyrus Rickard spinning out of trouble. Falls to the ground. Another jump ball. And this time it's obviously with Huntington St. Joe's. 19-12, St. Joe's out rebounding the White Falcons. That's been a big storyline so far. They'll give it to Sanders. Sanders working on a Roush. Up fakes, goes to an open McDowell in the corner. Off the mark on the 3, Charlie Long couldn't grab it. Bryant kept it alive. Into the paint. High floater. No. And it's slapped to Long. Here come the White Falcons on the run out with Wyatt Harris. 2:51 and winding. Second quarter action to Eli Rickard. Rickard towards the far elbow. Turns and gives it back to Harris. Tries a deep 3. And it's off. Cyrus Rickard battling for it. It rolls to Wyatt. Misses from the mid-range as Bryant runs it down. And Coach Todd Maynard will want to give his guys a blow. Calls a timeout at the 2:37 mark. 29-21 St. Joe. We're back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf, as well as HDmedia Game Day.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
29-21, Huntington St. Joe's leads it over the White Falcons here at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. Formerly the Parmar Shootout. They changed the name. It's the same concept. Unfortunately, had some teams have to cancel or reschedule with the weather. The next game, for instance, was not the planned game, Williamstown versus George Washington, but both teams on short notice changed opponents. Credit to them for doing that. Credit to Rick Green, Louis Cassis, Mick Price, that whole squad. As St. Joe's has it here in the backcourt, up by 8 over the White Falcons. Braden McDowell pushed from behind, foul on the floor. And that's Cyrus Rickard's second personal. Team foul number 5. St. Joe's has 0. As they'll get a shot at a freebie here, good for McDowell. 5.1 points per contest for the 5'9" sophomore. And McDowell, second one, is good. He has an interesting release there, McDowell does, but those were both perfect rotation. Nice free throws. Any way you slice it or dice it works, doesn't matter. Here's Roush pitching to Wyatt Harris, 2-10 and winding. Might have got away with a travel, kicks it to Cooper. 3-ball off the front iron, slap for the board. It's McDowell that got it, gives it off to Sanders. Sanders picks up the dribble, bounces to Runyon. Runyon, a 3-ball, no. And the long board grabbed by the White Falcons. When these two teams play, it's going to be a fast-paced game. Roush, floater, as he was going towards the baseline, he was fouled. And he'll shoot 2. I remember when St. Joe's first started with Maynard, they called themselves the Showtime Irish with Jesse Money Muncie and Caden Eram, that whole squad, as Roush is strong on the free throw. And he's had to adapt it based off personnel, but always going to be a fast-paced team. And the White Falcons like to play that way too. Maybe not to the same extreme, but they push the tempo. Roush off on the second, so empty trip keeps the Irish up 31-21. 1:35 and go in second quarter. Sanders right in the middle of the yellow jacket logo. Will float a pass over to McDowell as the Irish have everybody separated in the 4 corners here, so 5 out. And Sanders nearly turned it over, gave it to Runyon. 16-footer was long, and the board controlled by Cyrus. 1:12 and ticking. Cooper Roush, the freshman, will hoist a 3 from deep range at airballed. And I think Coach Zussman just wants to see a little bit more offense, to see the White Falcons get into some sets and just see some different hands touch it. That's the 3rd or 4th possession that's just been one and done. 60 and winding, 31-21. Sanders pulls it back. A foul's called, and they'll call it on the defender, Cooper Roush. I guess that was just a hip check call. Probably could have done without that one, as Sanders will make the free throw. It's his 3rd of the game. 3 for 3 from the stripe. And he's got 7. Second one swishes. 33-21. Wyatt Harris will go to the 3-point line and gives it off to Rickard. Rickard into the hands of Cooper Roush. Eli cycles through. Cyrus Rickard. Oh, spin move into the lane. And he's called for a travel first. As you can see, Eli Rickard there after the play, telling him he was open. And there was a slight second there on the cut. Somebody probably could have slipped it to him. 31 and rolling, 33-21. St. Joe's in front. Namir Bryant and Isaiah Sanders, the leading scorers, with 8 points. Eli Rickard has 7 for the White Falcons. Wyatt Harris and Cooper Roush with 5. St. Joe's holding for the last shot as Sanders stands stationary. And the 2 guards for Wahama come up. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. McDowell had his pocket picked, and Cyrus Rickard in disbelief. They called a foul. I guess they thought that he got a piece of his hand. We don't have a great angle here from the booth as McDowell will make the free throw. And he's got 3. St. Joe's just killing the White Falcons from the line here in the first half. 13 free throws out of the 34 points. 6.2 seconds left. Here's Eli Rickard, 2 ticks. Cooper Roush at the buzzer and misses. And that'll do it for the first 2 quarters of play as we'll pay some bills. You're listening to White Falcon basketball on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf and watching the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout on HDMedia GameDay. 34-21 St. Joe's.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there is a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We see crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
My name is Gordon Gee, and I am a game changer.
I'm Brad Smith, president of Marshall University, and I am a game changer.
Bringing you all the games of the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout and proud to be with you as we continue on. Bryant there with the 8 points, the 4 free throws. Carter Wolfel in the ball game as well, yet to score. Silas Allen had 5 points. Brody Runyon with 2, and Braden McDowell had 3. For the Wahama White Falcons, Charlie Long with 4. Eli Rickard had 7. Wyatt Harris with 5, and Cooper Roush had 5 also. Be sure to stick around after the game for our Home Pro Custom Builders Wahama Player of the Game. And then at the conclusion of this one, about 15 minutes or so afterwards, we will have George Washington versus Williamstown girls basketball as Coach Jamie LeMasters has the hoodie on and the pencil in the ear, just locked in, ready for the game that's coming up. It was originally going to be a full slate, games all day. To my knowledge, I think we're the only 2, and that's Mother Nature to thank for that fact. As yesterday saw the Tug Valley boys basketball team beat Hurricane. Pretty crazy to think about Tug Valley. They're a powerhouse team. They're always relevant, but still a single A team from a small town there in Matewan to beat a quad A school like Hurricane. Pretty cool. They've beaten Williamstown also. So of the Tug Valley teams that have been there historically, I think this one is even better. And for my money, pound for pound, the best team in the state of West Virginia relative to class. I'm convinced of that after yesterday. We also saw St. Albans beat Sissonville last night. Big-time performance from Brogan Sams. He had 21 points. And then in the first game, Ravenswood beat Petersburg as Coach Mick Price's crew took care of big business behind a big-time outing from Evan Swain, who White Falcon fans know all about. We played him at Gary Clark Court. He had 16 on us just a couple weeks ago. We'll step to another break. When we come back, it's the third quarter of Huntington St. Joe's versus Wahama, live from the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout.
Mark Porter Chevrolet GMC in Pomeroy and Mark Porter Chevy Buick GMC Ashland, Kentucky has over 900 vehicles to sell now, with more coming for spring market. We start now, not in March. Today, 2025 Chevy Trax starting at $22,995. 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 pickups discounts up to $11,700 off. Includes $1,000 Chevy loyalty or $1,500 trade assist 2011 or new qualified. 2025 Chevy Heavy Duty save up to $7,000 off. $3,000 off the Chevy Trailblazer, 29 in stock. We sell GMC Sierra 1500 pickups cheaper than anyone. Over 150 in stock. Savings up to $12,000 off. Discounts include owner loyalty, must own a 2011 or newer Buick GMC to qualify. We have in stock Chevy Tahoe Suburbans and GMC Yukons, 2025 GMC all-new Terrains, 2025 GMC new body style Acadia, $2,500 off. GMC heavy duty pickups, $7,000 off. Buick of Ashland, 2025 Buick Envistas, $2,000 off. 2024 Buick Envisions, $5,000.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients, because there's a saying around here:
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senators Shelley Moore Capito and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
I'm Jennifer Garner, and I am an advocate for healthy kids. My friends at Game Changer, a student-powered substance misuse prevention program, are meeting the challenges facing young people head-on. Why don't you be a game changer, too?
Snacks Shootout as we're on WJEH 93.1, The Wolf, 34-21, and we rejoin you on HDmedia Game Day. The White Falcons trailing 34-21. Coach Billy Zuspin will break the huddle as you look to your first half stats. Neither team shot the lights out particularly, but you look to the third category, 14 of 15 from the free throw line for St. Joe's. The White Falcons only got there once. They were 0 for 2, so that's where the game was decided. As you can see, field goal percentage 37-27. So it's been won there at the free throw line as the White Falcons will have the possession here to start off the third quarter. Harris to Hayden Lloyd in the corner as Cooper Roush gets a touch. Roush out of a trap, tried to dump it off to Lloyd. Bryant stepped in the passing lane, and then it caromed off of his hands into the bench. It'll be a sideline inbound as the Williamstown radio crew rolls on in. It's been great media coverage this week. Attendance is kind of sporadic. It's tough with these morning games. As Rickard will go to the elbow, falls away, jump shot, swished it. 34-23. Here comes St. Joe's racing up the court. Bryant tried to slip it to Wolfel. He wasn't looking for it, and the White Falcons steal it. All the way up the court, it's passed to Lloyd. Lloyd threw it behind Roush. He kept it in bounds as he'll throw it up top to Rickard. Eli Rickard thought about a three, gives it to Cooper. And back to Rickard in the corner. In some trouble here. He'll get out of it as he slips it to Charlie Long underneath. And Long fouled going up. As Bryant ripped it from behind, but the official says there's contact. So Long with the trip to the charity strike. Shoots it at 52.6% from there on the year. And the first one off the mark. As the White Falcons still yet to convert from the charity strike today. And Long, second one, up and good. 34-24. And Silas Allen has his pass stolen. Here's Eli Rickard. He's going to get a blocking call as he bowled over Isaiah Sanders. Fortuitous for Wahama as Eli Rickard will inbound underneath on top of the yellow jacket lettering. Passes short. Charlie Long faked the handoff and pitches back to him. 6:53 and rolling. Eli Rickard bumps at the free throw line, gives it off. Hayden Lloyd back to Wyatt Harris. 6:45 and winding. 34-24 St. Joe's in the post. Harris flips it back to Roush. Roush gets past his man, has it on the blow-by. A quick 5-0 spurt to start the second half. St. Joe's will burn a timeout. 34-26, White Falcons trail. We're back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf and HDmedia Game Day.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-40.
Wahama White Falcons here at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. Namir Bryant with an incredible 13 rebounds for St. Joe's. The White Falcons have gone on a 5-0 run out of the locker room. They've cut the deficit to the 8, and they've stolen it. And St. Joe's couldn't get through the press. Eli Rickard uncontested from 3. It's off the mark. Rebound to Silas Allen. Allen outlets to Isaiah Sanders. Sanders floats it up the court as Keaton will lob it back up top. Matchup zone for the White Falcons. McDowell 3 from the corner. Missed short, got his own rebound, and the finger roll's good as he followed his shot. And McDowell with 5 points, 36-26. Rickard will switch sides of the floor in the backcourt as he goes to Roush. Roush weaves and gives it to Harris. Harris tries the 3. It's short. Long board grabbed by Wyatt. Out of the congestion, goes backwards to Roush. Roush will filter to the corner. Here's Rickard at the MEC logo. Misses the floater. And Bryant with his 14th rebound of the game. Just an Energizer bunny. As it's kicked to McDowell, he up fakes this time. Tries the floater. It's off the mark. And rebound tipped to Wyatt Harris. Harris with the head up will spin. And gives it over to Rickard. Roush sliding over. Straightaway 3 ball. Off the mark. A whistle and a call underneath. And they'll get Hayden Lloyd on a push. First personal, first foul of the third quarter. As we have 5:13 left, 36-26 St. Joe's. Bryant wide open underneath, and he's got 2. That is full court pressure gone wrong, as St. Joe's just gave it to Bryant. There was no safety back there to make sure that you didn't give up the easy bucket. And here's Eli around the back. Spins. Jump shot off. Board Allen. Silas Allen with his 6th rebound of the contest as they'll push the tempo to McDowell. And Hayden Lloyd will slap it into the hallway. Good defensive rotation. As we're brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses and Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. Allen, inbound pass off the mark from the mid-range. And the board taken down by Charlie Long. Rickard advances it to Roush. Roush steps into a long 2, and he swishes it. A whistle as Keaton went flying into the sidelines there. And looks like we've got a situation with one of the assistants on the White Falcon staff. We'll step to a quick break here as they attend to that. 38-26 Huntington, or 38-28 I should say. Huntington St. Joe's leads Wahama.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
My name is Gordon Gee, and I am a game changer.
I'm Brad Smith, president of Marshall University, and I am a game changer.
Meigs and Gallia counties.
WJEH 93.1, The Wolf, as well as HDmedia GameDay. There's 4:21 left in the third quarter, 38-28. Huntington St. Joe's up on Wahama. We are paused at the moment as the medical team will attend to a situation with one of the assistant coaches on the staff, just keeping you in the loop here. We hope that everything's going to end up being okay, but 38-28 St. Joe's over Wahama. You're listening to White Falcon Basketball on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf and HDmedia GameDay.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We see crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Here comes St. Joe's, 38-28. They'll give it off to Bryant. Bryant at the block, up and under move, and he's got two. Amir Bryant's been fabulous all game. Nice job getting it to him. As Bryant's got 12 points, 14 rebounds, as he continues to add on to the double-double. And he'll switch the free throw, 41-28. St. Joe's. 4:05 and rolling. Eli Rickard hands off to Cooper Roush. Roush working left side, slaps it over to Harris. Harris with Keaton all over him. Rickard gives it to Roush. Roush, couple feet of space, tries the three, and it's off the mark. The White Falcons from downtown today, 3 of 19. As Eli Rickard stole it, they'll push the tempo. Cooper Roush, left-hand layup, got it. On the assist from Eli Rickard, gets it off the fast break. Roush in double figures with 11. Silas Allen will screen. Here's Sanders around Hayden Lloyd. Puts a shot up. It's good. A right-hand scoop. (43-30). Eli Rickard turns a couple times. Tries a right-hand shot across the lane. It's off the mark. Bryant slaps it to himself. Outlets up to Keaton. Here's Keaton. Pass in the corner. It's up and off the mark for McDowell. He got his own board. He'll turn and throws a bounce pass underneath to Bryant. St. Joe's is going to grab a 30-second timeout. 43-30 Irish. You're listening to White Falcon basketball on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity. For thousands of students, at State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
And we are back on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf, as well as HDMedia Game Day. Coming up after this, we've got Williamstown versus George Washington, a girls basketball showdown. West Virginia Metro News' Joe Braccato in the house. He's been posting quality articles throughout the week from this beautiful event as Sanders rolled it to Bryant. Bryant traveled before he laid it in. And Todd Maynard confused initially by the call as the Irish get back, 2:41 and rolling. Eli Rickard in the backcourt. Will give it off to Roush. Roush crosses over into the hands of Wyatt Harris. Harris into the backcourt. Eli Rickard off a hard Hayden Lloyd screen as they called a block on Sanders. In comes Cyrus Rickard. Hayden Lloyd will check out. The White Falcons shooting 30% from the field, 3 of 20 from 3, and they've only attempted 4 free throws, 1 of 4. Sometimes when you get in a different venue, it's more wide open. Psychologically, it can be difficult. As Rickard will bounce it off to Cooper Roush. Roush lost it. As they'll go to Sanders. Sanders pushing the tempo. As Silas Allen goes to McDowell, corner triple is off. Namir Bryant got the rebound and then just bobbled it into one of the cameramen. They talked about earlier this week how this event used to be at the Civic Center, but they actually moved it to the Convocation Center so that it would feel like a better atmosphere, not as empty. As Cyrus Rickard inside the paint, will bounce it underneath to Charlie Long. Easy bucket on the assist from a Cyrus Rickard. 43-32. You're still in striking distance if you're the White Falcons. Just can't trade buckets. Sanders off the pivot foot will give it over to McDowell. McDowell weaves around the defense at the elbow. Allen kicks it out to Sanders. 1:31 and going. Right hand floater off the mark. Deflection gives it to Eli Rickard with a head of steam, going right to left on the dial. Across the State logo, finger roll good. It was long, then it was Rickard. Short 4-0 run, cuts it 43-34, 1:12 and wind in third quarter action. As Keaton will give it off. McDowell on the pop out. Here's a skip past Sanders, top key. As it changes hands a couple of times. 56 and ticking, third quarter. The The White Falcons man-to-man defense. Charlie Long at the block, shading off of Bryant. Sanders drew the double team. Bryant, not a three-point shooter, gave it right back to him. As Keaton will split Harrison Long. He lost control of it. Bryant corralled it. Three ball swished. Bryant kicked it out to McDowell. He knocked it down. Braden McDowell with 6 points. 22 and winding. Aiden Young will get a touch as he goes through the legs. Passes it back to Cyrus Rickard. 15 seconds left in the quarter. 46-34 St. Joe. As Cyrus Rickard tries to get around Allen. He'll pass it to Aiden Young. Young misfires from the mid-range. Charlie Long, no good on the putback. It hit a couple of guys in the head. Nobody else got a shot off. And that'll do it for the first 3 quarters of play. White Falcons trail at 34-46. We are at the Utz Berlin Snacks Shootout. Back after this on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf, as well as HDmedia GameDay.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
(46-34), Huntington St. Joe's leads it over the Wahama White Falcons as we start out the fourth quarter. As Keaton will toss it in by the scores table. It's into Braden McDowell. As McDowell across the wing of the yellow jacket will work left side. Gives it off to Isaiah Sanders. Sanders will pull up off on the mid-range jump shot. Rebound, Eli Rickard. Rebound number 5 of the game for Rickard. Charlie Long, the leader with 6, as Namir Bryant for St. Joe's has 17. And that's been the story. The Irish have just had more possessions than the White Falcons, out-rebounding them 35-21 as a team. So despite winning the turnover battle and both sides not shooting well, you find yourself with a double-digit deficit as Wahama turned it over. Here's St. Joe's in the half court. And Keaton lost it. Here's Charlie Long. Outlet pass was straight to Isaiah Sanders. Huntington St. Joe's off the scramble gets a wide open 3, and they make it. It was number 13, Noah Keaton. As Keaton averages 14.3 points per contest. Rickard in the paint, couldn't muscle it up and in. 49-34. Past the length of the floor. Bryant under the cup. Gains control. It rolls for a second. And St. Joe's stops it with a turnover. You can hear Todd Maynard saying there, just grab the ball. 49-34. St. Joe's over the White Falcons. You're listening to WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning up family-owned recipes and snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
Basketball. Sanders with the baseline inbound here. St. Joe's will scatter, looks for an option, goes up top to Bryant as he flipped it out to Noah Keaton. It will set up the set. The Wahama White Falcons have only played 7 today. St. Joe's, same story. This is a big regional ball game. The winner probably going to get the 2 seed, which is big as far as home games go, matchups go. As Keaton will fade away, and it airballed, rebound Cyrus Rickard. And Rickard in the backcourt goes far wing to Cooper Roush. Roush with 11 points today. And Eli Rickard crosses over, goes top key, deep 3. Cooper Roush makes it. In the eye of the defender, Cooper Roush from downtown, and he can do that as he's got 14, 49-37. Roush with 24 points earlier this year at Ritchie County, and then put on a show in that Ravenswood game with the 18-point third quarter. A foul called as Keaton went to the ground. It'll be the first team foul as Allen will take it from the official for the inbound. Today's game brought to you by Bob's Market and Greenhouses and Mason, Belpre, and Gallipolis. As we're inside of the Mark Porter broadcast booth, dangerous pass. Keaton rifled it off the leg of Wyatt Harris, and it worked. And St. Joe's will get it over in the coffin corner. Kind of pinned down over here to the right. As Allen asks for a cutter, and it's deflected off Cyrus Rickard. So much fun, we get to try it again. As Allen just takes the safe option this time with Sanders. Huntington St. Joe's 7-7. And a 5-second call. Credit Cooper Roush. Defending Sanders. Just did not get into the action in time. On Friday, I believe we'll take on Calhoun County for our next broadcast. And it's far side with Roush. Roush drives baseline. Strong on the floater. And it's out of bounds. Stays down here with the White Falcons. Big shout out to HDMedia Game Day, everybody at that company for accommodating the dual broadcast today. As the White Falcons will hoist a mid-range jump shot. Cyrus Rickard made it. He's got 2, the deficit at 10. Isaiah Sanders across the midline, 4:45 left, fourth quarter. Here comes Bryant to set the screen. Sanders, floater, good off the window. And stymies the White Falcon momentum. St. Joe's ahead by 12. Cooper Roush was hit on the shoulder as he went up for the shot. In the act of shooting there, third on Keaton. As Roush will try 2. Cooper Roush, 66.7% free throw shooter. And the first one's off the mark. Roush 6 of 16 from the field today. 2 of 10 from three-point range, which is uncharacteristic for him. Normally a 40% three-point shooter. He made the second one. The White Falcons will burn a 30-second timeout as we broadcast high school hoops on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
We're here to help you live well. And our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
And we're back to the action on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf as we look to our stats. Huntington St. Joe's 40.5% shooting from the field, 22% from three. Really haven't been able to get into a rhythm in that respect. 93% from the free throw line. That's been key as they out-rebound the White Falcons 36-24. So finding points in those hidden areas. Both of these teams could meet again in the postseason, playing today likely for the number 2 seed as Tug Valley will have the 1 seed wrapped up. They did away with the sections, went to a regional format this year as Bryant hopped under the basket, made the reverse. And Amir Bryant has been sensational. It's up top. It's with Eli Rickard. He faked once, then he lets it fly. It's off the mark. Allen with the rebound. Half the fourth quarter gone. And here's Keaton. He'll throw it to Bryant. Out front at the volleyball line. Sanders will curl back behind. Now drives. Shovels it underneath. Allen was blocked by Charlie Long. And he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Silas Allen with 2 assists today, 7 points, 7 boards. And the free throws off the side iron. As Hayden Lloyd will check into the contest. And Allen, second one is good. As Allen's got 8. 54-40. Cooper Roush calls for a screen. Rickard sets it. Trying to get it to him late on the roll. It was over his head. Up the court, it's to Isaiah Sanders. He slipped past everybody. Missed the layup. Here come the White Falcons, 3:23. Cooper Roush, couple of dribbles, goes to an open Eli Rickard, who misfires from downtown. And a foul call on the rebound. Rickard going up for it, collided with the St. Joe player. As he'll come out, that's his 4th personal. And Aiden Young checks in. There's Braden McDowell. Work on Young as he curls back, does a circle, gives it off to Sanders. 3:08 and winding. Allen, power dribble. There's a foul before the shot. Sanders went to the ground, blocking foul. GW over there in the tunnel, ready to come on out. We'll see Jariah Pryor, Rihanna Breckenridge, Messiah Smith on HDmedia Game Day after this. And Faith Pickens and company for Williamstown. Allen fouled by Hayden Lloyd this time. St. Joe's is doing a really good job with their half-court action, using the quickness of the guards to get past the first line of ball pressure. And then Keaton and McDowell have done well, just giving it up, getting it into the hands of playmakers. As Allen makes the free throw, that's his 9th point. He's got the second. 56-40. White Falcons probably going to take back-to-back losses after they fell to Williamstown 82-59 the other night. And I thought the team showed themselves well on Monday. It was senior day there for Coach Scott Sorrow, his team. As Wahama off the mark from 3 again. That's their 20th missed three-pointer. At a certain point, you got to think about just not shooting. As we got a stoppage near the sideline. There's McDowell across the logo. I'll hand off to Keaton. Keaton surges towards the left, pitches back to Sanders. As Coach Maynard will call out instructions. 1:55 and going. Cooper Roush pressuring the ball. And it's all the way back out near midcourt. Wyatt Harris picked his pocket. Here's Harris, a step in front of McDowell. Has the layup. As Harris gets the steal and the score, 56-42 St. Joe's. Billy Zuspin will call a timeout. You're listening to White Falcon Basketball on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
56-42, St. Joe's leads it over the Wahama White Falcons. A couple of teams with a chance to make it to the state tournament. As Keaton, we've got an intentional foul prior to the inbound. Keaton was about to throw it in, and then Aiden Young grabbed Braden McDowell, according to the officials. Usually they'll let it go to an extent as far as grabbing the guy before it's entered to preserve time. I guess that one just too blatant as McDowell swished it. Could not see it over here from the Mark Porter broadcast booth as McDowell's got 9 points. And McDowell in double figures with 10. A minute and 40 left in the contest. Rickard will give it off to Wyatt Harris. Harris back to the basket, back to Rickard. Rickard to Roush. Roush pulls up from 17, drills it. Roush with the confident stroke. 15 points, rather 17 I should say. Silas Allen will kick it out. And St. Joe's in time-wasting mode here. Wahama down 16 will go ahead and foul. That was the last one to give. St. Joe's will head to the stripe here. Sanders with 10 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. Will bend the knees and has the first. It's been a tough one from the field, 3 of 15, but 5 of 5 from the stripe. He's gotten his teammates involved as well. And makes the second, 59-44 the score. You can tell Sanders is kind of the calm down guy for St. Joe's. Whenever they just need to slow down and get a bucket, usually they'll find Sanders. That time the White Falcons find Charlie Long. He hit an open layup, 60-46. And they foul again. And Silas will shoot free throws. So Wahama will face Calhoun on February 15th next. That is actually a Saturday, forgive me, said Friday earlier on in the broadcast. And then on WMOV on Friday, we'll have girls basketball, Ravenswood versus South Harrison, as Allen missed the free throw. Allen with 10 points, 7 boards, 4 of 7 from the stripe. And the second one's good. 53 seconds left. Wyatt Harris will step into a straightaway 3 ball, drilled it. 91. 61 to 49, St. Joe's over Wahama, as the White Falcons will take a 30-second timeout.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
And we're back on WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. As you can see, it's been a long day from downtown for the White Falcons. 5 of 25 from 3. As we broadcast on HDmedia GameDay as well as WJEH 93.1 The Wolf. On the live stream, we will have Williamstown taking on George Washington next. As Wyatt Harris will grab the intentional foul, and Keaton shoots more free throws, a chance to pad the stats a little bit. As Keaton bends the knees and knocks it down. This is a good mechanical St. Joe's team. Just very good fundamental players, multiple guys that can handle the ball. And what mattered the most today, free throws. They do that well too, as the free throw there missed. Eli Rickard will stop the brakes, gives it off to Harris. Harris steps back, gives it to Aiden Young. Young with a long 1-foot mid-range jump shot. It was off. Run down by Sanders. 30 seconds left. Braden McDowell will shoot a skip pass over to Keaton. 20 ticks remaining. And now the White Falcons will retreat as Coach Zuspin just kind of gives them the two-hand look of go ahead and retreat. Let's head back to the bench. And St. Joe's will enjoy the win. They improve to 8-7. As the White Falcons will drop to 11-7. When we come back, we'll have the WJEH Home Pro Custom Builders Wahama Player of the Game. As we're back after this on 93.1 FM.
This is how you craft, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Marie will have her pass deflected. It was then off the face of Cosner, out of bounds. Back to George Washington. Two turnovers committed by the Jackets as Siah Smith will weave it over to Jariah Pryor. Pryor on the blow-by has the easy finish. Jariah Pryor's been an offensive beast this year, 25.3 points per game. 4-3, Williamstown over George Washington. Have some fans in attendance here to the near side. Pretty empty across the way as Pickens gets the bucket. Nice entry pass from Montgomery. And then the physical take. It's 6-3 Williamstown. As Sosby was pushed, and she tried to drive and to grab on the floor. First personal on Burt. Breckenridge will float it up to Pryor. Pryor across the elbow to Sosby, bounces to Smith. Smith will take it back out, tries the three off the mark as Burt gets the rebound. GW still showing this pressure. Breckenridge on bunch. Here's Montgomery, gets a step past the defender as Williamstown tried to keep it in, but Cosner stepped on the line. Williamstown trying to bounce back, 40-33. They lost at Waterford in their last action. Off the horn, they'll go to Sosby, far corner, and misfired the three. Hostin offensive board, fresh possession. Smith, three ball, good. Siah Smith knocks it down. It's 6-6. 4:22 and going. As Williamstown lost control, I think Costner dribbled it off the foot. Here's number 21, Annabelle Hott, a 5'8" senior. Hott averaging 4.4 points per clip. As Breckenridge will walk it up. Williamstown with 4 turnovers. A lot of these possessions end in without a shot attempt. Smith gets another open opportunity and drills it on the dime from, I believe it was Breckenridge, across the baseline. Nice vision. It's 9-6 Patriots. And Bunch hounded by Maddie Sosby. A grab on the floor. Not sure in which direction. And they got Sosby. Just the first team foul against George Washington. As George Washington will bring Meg Smith into the game. Annabelle Hott with her first touch of the contest. Cut off by Hostin. Pull-up jump shots off. And the board taken out by the Patriots. Here's Pryor in the open floor. Steps back behind the line. 3 ball is off the mark. Rebound by Pickens. 3:22 and going. And Bunch high off the glass. No, Pickens fresh possession. As the future college basketball player will post up. And Bunch flings it into her. She passes out to Hot. Hot up top. Here's a 3-ball. Good. For Anna Costner. It's 9-9. Williamstown holding its own here in the early going. About an hour 20 or so trip as Pryor over the defender missed. As Pickens outlets to Hot. Annabelle Hot dishes it off. Burt with the up fake. And just off on the lay-in. Pickens put back, got it. George Washington with the height advantage down low. If Williamstown can prevent turnovers, they'll have opportunities for easy baskets with Burt with Pickens. Here's Hostin. One bounce on the deck. Here's Pryor. 2:05 in the first quarter. Sosby tries her luck. It's well strong. Williamstown kept it in. Probably didn't have to off the air ball. And Bunch on the run out. And you can see there Pickens wanted the ball for the whole possession. She was calling for it early, but later on grabbed. First personal on Meg Smith, second team foul on George Washington. As Gracie Montgomery is back in for Williamstown. And they just fumbled the pass there as it's out of bounds back to the Patriots. Williamstown with a hot first quarter shooting of 63%. As Pickens leads the way with 6 points. Messiah Smith tries one from downtown. She's off. As Burt grabs the board, her second of the game. A skip past Montgomery, wide open, 3-ball, drained it. As Williamstown extends the lead 14-9. Near side corner, Smith up top with Breckenridge. Looking for an option. They miscommunicated on the handoff. Barely keeps it in. Skip over to Smith in the hands of Sosby. 3-ball is airballed. As Pickens got the rebound. Pickens with 3 boards. Burt with 3 as well. 43 seconds. Here's Arissa Burt. Throws it in the post. Up and under move. And she double dribbled. First the dribble to establish control and then went back after the defender. And that's a pretty easy call for the official. 33 and rolling. As Breckenridge will work off of Meg Smith's screen. Sosby up top. 22 and going. Williamstown in a man-to-man defense as they switch. Bird on Sosby. Here's Smith into the painted area. Past the defender, good. On the runner, Messiah Smith locked in with 8 points. They'll rifle it up the court. Montgomery at the buzzer. And it's off the mark. 14-11 Williamstown. It's been an exciting first quarter of play as we're broadcasting from the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout on HDMedia GameDay.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito,
Is it
and
Utz
Jim
or
Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon
Okay,
Gee,
gotcha.
Nick
And the other one,
Saban,
does GW,
Brad
do they do the
Paisley,
Lady
Jim
Patriots
Tressel,
thing or just
and
the
Roy
Patriots?
Williams are among the many game changers who have put their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. the Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
And we are back here. And we're back on HDmedia Game Day as we look at our stats through the first quarter of play. Williamstown up 14-11 over George Washington. I believe we got them flipped here on the board. Williamstown with a 60% shooting from the field in the first half. 2 of 3 from three-point range. And George Washington, 2 of 9 from 3. Both of those threes have been courtesy of Sias Smith, as Montgomery will inbound short to Pickens. And Pickens will give it off to Bunch, Peyton Bunch, trying to get past Smith, goes over to Burt. Burt to Montgomery, pass deflected, and scrum forward on the ground as Hostin hugged the ball. That'll draw a jump ball. And the arrow to George Washington. As Coach Jamie Lemasters will look on. And Smith walks it across the half-court line. It's up top. Breckenridge gives it back to her. Williamstown going for a 15th win of the year. And they get an open shooter. Hostin, good from the corner. 3 ball, good for Leah Hostin. She's got 4 points. Montgomery keeps it in after she bounced it off her leg, and then Williamstown, let's see, retains the possession for now. Last off, George Washington. As they'll inbound in front of Taylor Kennedy. Be sure to check out the HDmedia platforms for post-game articles from all these showdowns. He does a good job covering the area day in, day out, as Burt will give it off to Cosner. 6:55 and going. And Breckenridge stole it. Rihanna Breckenridge leading the fast break forward. Jariah Pryor off the glass with the jump shot. As Williamstown slows things down. 6:37 and going. As they pass it ahead, Sias Smith crashes in. And Pickens, vertical drive. Off with the left. Good job by Hostin and Sosby as they retreated defensively. And to the cup on the blow by Bunch. It was a great defensive possession throughout for George Washington, and then they lost focus right there at the end and got sucked out too far. Bunch able to carve her way past him. As Bunch has 4 points. And the point guard will give it off to Pickens. Bunch, left-hand runner, good. Quinn Bunch averaging 11.5 points per game. Puts Williamstown up by 4. As Pryor will conduct traffic, Breckenridge goes to Smith. Smith, lollipop, 3, good. Nearly scratched the rafters there. It's her 3rd from downtown. And G-Dub has sliced the deficit to 1. High errant pass there. Out of the range of Costner. As Annabelle Hott will check back in. As we've seen in a lot of these high-level varsity games, both teams only playing 6. As it's into the hands of Pryor. Up top to the far side wing. Williamstown's done a good job on the number 1 option for George Washington. Pryor with only 2 points today. And some pressure here. Pryor trying to keep Bunch from crossing. She falls down as she does. And Williamstown going to get a timeout before it can turn into anything. 18-17 Yellow Jackets. We got a close one here at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
And we are back on HDmedia Game Day. 18-17 the score. Williamstown up by 1 over George Washington. As the Patriots have offensively really relied on Sia Smith today. She's got 11 out of the 17 points. 3 of them coming from open three-pointers. And Williamstown with 6 points, courtesy of Faith Pickens. 6 points for Quinn Bunch. Quinn Bunch, the sophomore, will rocket it over to Costner. Free throw line. It's kicked back to Bunch. Wide open, Faith Pickens. Great action on the assist from Arissa Burt. She averages 2.5 of them per contest. That time, a great call out of the timeout as the Yellow Jackets extend the lead to 3. And they force the 5-second as they're hype over on the sideline. That was a third George Washington turnover. It's entered to Pickens. It's handed back to Annabelle Hott. It's caromed back to her somehow. And Hott has the easy layup. Her first points. Annabelle Hott averages 4.4 per contest. As Pryor was fouled going to the hole. Prior to the stripe, first free throw swish. Raya Pryor, the 5'6" guard, 25.3 points per game, 9.1 rebounds, 4.8 assists. A first-team All-State type campaign going on so far this season. Pryor 2 for 2 as the deficit is cut to 3. Annabelle Hott enters short to Pickens. She'll dribble past half court, slows down, gets it to a guard. George Washington man-to-man. They try to get a trap in the corner. Williamstown passed out of it. Left Hot with some room to work. Burt fouled underneath. GW just a little too predictable right now with the trapping action. That trap in the corner, you got to kind of give them enough bait to get themselves caught, so to speak, and collapse all at once. That trap was just a little too easy to get out of. As Burt will drill the free throw. She's got 2 points, 3:35 and winding second corner. Meg Smith will hand to Breckenridge. Breckenridge working on Costner, makes it as she just out-physicaled her. And it goes 24-21. Here's Williamstown in the backcourt. Quinn Bunch sliding towards the right. Goes to Costner. Costner to Bird up top. Posting up is Pickens. Around and over, and she's got 2 more. Pickens with 10 points, and Breckenridge colliding with Costner. Has gone right after her the last 2 possessions. Gets the block call. Was not a long break for Sia Smith, who's back up to the scores table. Be sure to check out Full Court Press Weekly on HDmedia Game Day or on the Gazette Mail website, anywhere you get your podcasts also, as Pryor has 2 points was not picked up as she slipped past Williamstown, got the lay-in, 26-23. Faith Pickens with her back to the basket all the way at the volleyball line, gives it off. 3-point lead. And they lost it. GW can tie or take it to within one as Breckenridge misfired on the layup. And it's out of bounds. Possession back to Williamstown. And Mike Switzer doing a good job taking pictures, sitting over there, crisscross applesauce. Quinn Bunch, length of the floor to go. Annabelle Hott. The ball rolled on the line. GW forces the turnover. And Pryor defends as well as she plays offensively. 4.7 steals per game. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. Hostin on the roll, finds Pryor. She's got two. Off the pin down screen around the elbow. Pryor flashed open. Hostin found her. And that's a choreographed run set. Executed well. Quinn Bunch, 3-ball, swished it. Big one. Stops the run in its tracks. 29-25 Williamstown. Saya Smith one-on-one with Pickens. Hands to Pryor. Jariah Pryor working on the Williamstown point guard. 1:30 and going. They skip it over to Sosby. High arcing three, money. Maddie Sosby, first points of the contest. 29-28 as this game opens up. Annabelle Hott misfires. And it's back over to George Washington. Williamstown will bring back in Gracie Montgomery. Williamstown shooting 71% from the field. And that's the type of first half you have to come on the road, play a Quad A school like this and win. Pryor, tough contested shot. George Washington takes the lead. First lead they've had in the second quarter. Quinn Bunch stops the break. Gives it over to Montgomery. Pass underneath. Arissa Burt. Good off the square. And Burt with 4. A 5'11 junior, averages 9 a game. Saya Smith lost the handle, no call. It was good defense from Pickens as she kept both feet on the ground. 32 seconds left. Let's see if Coach LeMasters wants to hold for the last shot. Pryor cut, she got it, and missed the lay-in with the right. George Washington forces the quick steal. Saya Smith, near side corner, Pryor 3. Not this time. 15 seconds. Williamstown up by 1. Faith Pickens in the open floor, goes up. Left-hand layup attempt missed. And Costner crashed to the ground hard. Popped right back up. Good toughness. That could not have felt great. As they'll get Hostin for the personal, her first, team second. It's been a clean game, swiftly moving. Only about a half hour of real time. As Breckenridge slap it across the sideline here. As they'll pick it up next to the broadcast table. So 5.5 seconds, can maybe get a couple of dribbles or one crisp pass. But can't dilly-dally. Here's a Pryor. Past the free throw line, tries the floater, missed. And what you'd have to think is a good first half of action for Williamstown comes to a close as they lead it 31-30. You're watching the Utz Snacks Shootout on HDMedia GameDay.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
My name is Gordon Gee, and I am a game changer.
I'm Brad Smith, president of Marshall University, and I am a game changer.
And we are back on HDmedia Game Day. Williamstown with a strong first half. The Yellow Jackets out of Class AA up 31-30 on George Washington. As we'll look to some of our stats from the first half of play. Neither team shot the ball poorly. Williamstown 65% from the field. That is incredible. GW kind of hoping that will reduce to the mean, and then the normal game flow will take over. As Williamstown is shooting it efficiently from 3 of 4. They've all been good looks. They've taken advantage at the free throw line at 2 for 2 for Williamstown, and they've out-rebounded George Washington 16-14. As for the Patriots, 45.8% field goal percentage, 36 from downtown. A lot of that thanks to Sias Smith, who's made 3 of those. 3 of 4 from the charity strike. And we mentioned before the 16-14 rebound margin Interestingly enough, Williamstown went over to the locker room. GW did not. I don't think they're in trouble or anything. I think just wanting to clarify some coaching points. It's come a little bit too difficult for GW in that first half. They need to try to find ways to generate more easy baskets, to get Breckenridge, to get Pryor going downhill towards the rim, because they've got the athleticism advantage in this game, but Williamstown has the size advantage down low, and it's been a really good clash early on. You saw Pryor start to get going. She's got 10 points. Saya Smith with 11. Maddie Sosby with 3. Leah Hostin has 4. As for Williamstown, Quinn Bunch with 9 points. Anna Costner with 3. Gracie Montgomery with a made three-pointer. And then number 14 for Williamstown, Faith Pickens in double figures with 10. And same story for the Yellow Jackets. No need to try to reinvent the wheel. Don't get complicated. Get it to her in the post early in possessions. There's a lot of times that she's been open and Williamstown has not found her. There's been times that they have. So Pickens with 10. And then we round things out with Arissa Burt. She has 4. 4.5 minutes till the start of the third quarter. We'll step to another break. You are watching high school basketball, the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout on HDmedia GameDay.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We see crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, Succeed and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
And we are back to the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. 31-30, Williamstown leads it over George Washington with 2 quarters left to play. Coach Bunch earlier today said that he hoped his team could put up a good effort as the opponent was switched last minute. You play George Washington, one of the state's great programs, led by Coach LeMasters today. And Williamstown showing some mettle, showing some toughness, and some really good shooting from the field as it's a 31-30 as they'll break the huddle. Gracie Montgomery will throw it in front of the scores table as Williamstown goes out there with Montgomery, Pickens, Costner, Burt, and Bunch. George Washington with Pryor, Hostin, Breckenridge, Sosby, and Isaiah Smith. As we're underway from West Virginia State University, start of the third quarter. George Washington pressure defense immediately as Hostin smothers the ball. Bunch got past her but misfired. The putback from Burt no good. And Williamstown with a fresh possession. In the post, Pickens. Spin move, no. Here's Pryor. Trying to take the lead. Breckenridge does immediately. On the assist from Pryor. She averages 5 of them per contest. And Breckenridge, 17.5 points per game. Has 5 today. George Washington a chance to force a turnover. And Williamstown will grab a timeout. And it's a full, we'll take it with them. George Washington up 33-31 from West Virginia State.
This is how you craft, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz, Utz, Utz!
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
I'm Jennifer Garner, and I am an advocate for healthy kids. My friends at Game Changer, a student-powered substance misuse prevention program, are meeting the challenges facing young people head-on. Why don't you be a game changer, too?
We're back at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. So Williamstown trying to find an answer for the pressure that GW came out with through the first minute of play here in the third quarter. And here it is again, same look, same result. Hostin forced the steal. It's to Jariah Pryor. Pryor spins and makes it. Beautiful finish, 35-31. And Pryor. There's Burt on the cut, got it to Costner. She was fouled. As Jariah Pryor has 12 points. And that'll lead to free throws. First personal on Smith. Initial foul on George Washington. As Costner off the mark, 3 points per game, 2.4 assists for the junior. Has 3 rebounds, 3 points today. Knocks down the second. Williamstown cuts it back to 3. As Breckenridge will push it forward. Pryor. Back to Rayana. Saw this team for the first time last year and was just so impressed by all the young guards that are talented on this roster. As Breckenridge and Pryor have taken on the brunt of the offensive responsibility due to graduation and transfer and move in and all that. Last year had Lowen really locking things down, kind of your do-it-all senior. And she went off to UNC Wilmington. As Pryor through the legs, crosses over again, tries to get to the shot. Sosby works it to Breckenridge. 3 balls up and 1. Coach LeMaster's loving it. As Breckenridge was hit as she went down. Gracie Montgomery whistled for the foul. And a chance for a huge swing in the ball game. GW goes ahead by 7. As they've outscored Williamstown by 8 here in the third quarter. And Costner out of the trap, barely gets it to Annabelle Hott. Open Quinn Bunch, misfired from downtown. And it'll stay down here with Williamstown off of Messiah Smith. Got a good George Washington showing, understandably so, only about a 15-minute or so drive. As Hott goes into the post. Underneath they find Burt. Missed the layup. Smith will wrestle it away from her. The jump ball signal goes up first. So I guess not going to the locker room is the trick that Jamie LeMaster's had up the sleeve today. Because it's been a totally different team coming out for the second half. There's Jariah Pryor, 12 points in the contest. It goes to the far corner. 4 assists today for Pryor as well. Ariana Breckenridge with 3 of them. Free throw line, Smith kicks it out. Sosby from downtown off the mark. As Burt got the board, her 6th of the contest. They do a great job with the scorekeeping here at the Snyder of Berlin. It's way more high class than what you'd have at your typical high school basketball game. As Burt posts up, she's got the hook shot. Shout out to Brian Shepard for running that whole operation, as that is drained. Jariah Pryor with the answer, 42-34. Annabelle Hott. Here's Costner. Half the third quarter gone, 42-34. High post, now towards the basket, Faith Pickens. Lost the ball. It's a jump ball. And a baseline inbounds for Williamstown. Quinn Bunch thought about it. Into the post. Pickens off with the right. Burt fouled on the putback. Williamstown has out-rebounded George Washington by a large margin, 21-5. Hard to believe. And Burt off the mark. But Williamstown with 14 turnovers, G-Dub with 3. This game taking it to the statistical extremes. As that is off, Pickens trying to tiptoe the board to herself. And it's out. Williamstown will keep the possession here underneath. Jamie LeMaster's arms in the air. Here's Burt. Slides across the lane, puts it up top. Faith Pickens, power dribble and 1. They needed it desperately as Pickens delivers. We'll give her 12 for the game. Just using her strength to get to the favorable hand. and finishes the old school three-point play. 42-37, George Washington clinging to a 5-point advantage. Messiah Smith, enough space to let it fly. It was way strong. Here comes Annabelle Hott. As Hott will get to the cup, she makes it. 42-39. Nobody stopped the ball. It's been a game of runs. Deficit sliced back to 3. And Hostin there, maybe with a concentration lapse. As Williamstown gets it back, 3:01 left in the third. Here comes the trap. As Bunch crosses half court. Good job there keeping it in the middle of the floor. Annabelle Hott, again the option, the player that they're not picking up. All the attention is on Bunch and Pickens and Burt. Nobody's picking up number 21. She's got another basket. 42-41. Long pass, Breckenridge to Sosby. 5 out here for G-Dub. As Williamstown in a zone, Pickens in the middle of it. And they'll live with that shot. Long board. They get it. Costner. Anna Costner, 1.2 rebounds per game. Crashed in from the guard spot there to get one. As Bunch missed an offensive board. They'll cycle it around the three-point line. Quinn Bunch, a three-pointer off the mark. Pickens put back, got it. Faith Pickens with 8 rebounds and 13 points. As GW will have to take a full timeout. We've got a dandy. Williamstown reclaims the lead. Don't go anywhere. This is the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
And we're back to the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. 43-42 the score. Williamstown has surged back after GW trailed by 1 going into the half. They took as much as an 8-point lead. Then Williamstown with the response. Thank you to some big baskets from Annabelle Hott and then Faith Pickens working on a double-double. She is 1 board away from it with 15 points and 9 rebounds. Here's Jariah Pryor running the point. Pryor with 15-4. And she'll bounce it, top key. Long pass, open Smith in the corner. 3-ball around and out. Williamstown catches a break as Burt gets the rebound. 120 and going. They threw it away. Smith with numbers for GW. Long to Hostin. Misfired off the glass. 47% from the field for GW today. As that 3-ball's off the mark for Bunch. Long rebound in the corner, stays with Williamstown. Underneath, Pickens asks for a cutter, then takes it herself. I think might have been better off to just take it up right off the bat. 51 and winding. Pryor, coast to coast, and 1. Pryor flying up the court. She's got 17. And Costner called for her second personal. And the free throw swished. .45-43, it's entered into Anna Costner. As Pryor switches back onto her. Still has to cross half court. Dangerous here for Williamstown. Quinn Bunch puts the shoulder down. And here is Bunch into the lane, falling over, around and one. Some of the finishing ability that you're seeing in this game has really been entertaining. Down there it was Pryor and then Bunch with the response. And she's got the free throw. Bunch with 12 in the contest. 30 seconds. Pryor, 3 ball. It's off. Burt clears it. 20 ticks left. Quinn Bunch with 12 points. Gives it back to Gracie Montgomery. Runner. She's fouled. GW supporters not in agreement. Not a ton on the contact. 5th team foul. So should any type of infraction occur, there will be free throws, but only 12 seconds left in the third quarter. As Montgomery has 4. Second one makes it 48-45. Messiah Smith with 6 seconds left picked up the dribble over to Pryor. Pryor hounded by Bunch at the buzzer. It's off the mark. And Williamstown will take a 3-point lead into the final quarter of play. You're watching the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout live from West Virginia State.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Hotsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
Williamstown up 48-45 over George Washington here at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. As we talked about there at halftime, the shooting percentage has regressed to the mean a little bit for Williamstown. Still very strong at 53% from the field. George Washington 44% from the field, 8 of 23 from downtown. And Williamstown has rebounded the Patriots by a shocking margin of 30-6. But GW winning the turnover margin of 15-6. The Patriots have thrown 11 assists to one another. Coach LeMasters has got to feel good about that. Sharing the basketball. Williamstown has dished out 7. A corner 3 off the mark for Rihanna Breckenridge. And Montgomery controls. Here's Quinn Bunch circling back around. Montgomery on the deck, gives it back to the sophomore point guard. Into the post, Pickens on the back cut trying to find Costner. Williamstown getting back. Breckenridge turns. Smith open 3, and it's off. Pickens rebound. And she hit the double-double. That was her 10th. As Pickens will come up, sets the screen. Out of the action, Bunch turns back and switches sides with Costner. Missed the right-hand scoop shot. It'll be a baseline inbound. Broadcasting here in the home of the Yellow Jackets. It's the Williamstown Yellow Jackets playing, but West Virginia State plays here normally. And I think Williamstown wanting to get organized. We're back in 30, 48-45 Williamstown.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
And we're back at the Walker Convocation Center. As I mentioned, home of the Yellow Jackets. Some of their women's basketball players, I think, getting ready for practice. It's a condensed schedule today. It'll be over after this due to some cancellations. We had the Wahama St. Joe's boys game earlier. And Faith Pickens straight to work. She was blocked initially, stayed with it. And Williamstown up by 5. Volleyball line, Pryor works it over to Breckenridge, gets it back. Sospi in the corner. 50-45. Rihanna back to Sospi, rejected. Gracie Montgomery. And Quinn Bunch gets the rebound. Quinn Bunch, 2.6 rebounds a game. Dribbles it off the foot. As the Yellow Jackets will give George Washington a free possession. Two minutes gone in the fourth. Breckenridge opens Sospi 3. A good block out, good rebound by Burt. And she's got 10 of them. Williamstown just out of sorts. They're rushing these possessions, which situationally is the opposite of what you want to do. There's no shot clock and you're up by 5. The rebounding margin remains astounding, 36-7 in favor of Williamstown. Sias Smith fouled while shooting the 3, shaken up. As the official will call out the guilty party there, Costner with the personal foul, her 3rd. As somebody from the training staff will come out here to check on Smith. So 50-45 Williamstown. You are watching high school basketball on HDmedia Game Day.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
So fortunately, Sias Smith off on her own power. Jamie LeMaster is going to grab a timeout. We'll keep it here through the break. So Smith being worked on there by the trainer as GW will try to get things together. We look to some women's college basketball games in action tonight. 14th ranked Kansas State will take on Cincinnati. And in the Big Ten, you got Wisconsin versus Michigan State. Speaking of the Big Ten there, saw Ohio State earlier this year. They're pretty good as they continue to work on the leg there of Sias Smith, fortunately, and we never want to speculate, but really does not appear to be anything too concerning. which is always a positive. But somebody has got to shoot the free throws, and they'll sub in Meg Smith. She'll be the one to do so. Meg Smith, 2 points per contest. First free throw in and out. A reminder, it was on a 3 ball, so 2 more free throws upcoming. And the second one short. And yeah, State definitely waiting for practice to get going. It's got to be a good recruiting opportunity to have these teams come right here to your back door, whether you're Coach Poor in the men's program or on the women's side. Down the sideline, Bunch cut off by Pryor, able to squeak her way past to the cup. Off with the left, off the fingertips of Burt. Hostin thought she had it and then lost it, and Burt's got the easy 2. 52-45. As Smith will put it on the deck. Correction, turns out actually both teams play tonight. I guess it's game, not practice. I'll stick to the high school level where I know what I'm talking about. Quinn Bunch across the yellow jacket will stomp the brakes. As Costner's got it up to the top of the horn. As Pickens tried to flash open, then points up top, and now gets the ball. Great action. They set it up the whole possession. Pickens sliding with the offensive ball movement. And she had the defender pinned on her back. Good recognition by Williamstown. 4:12 and going. Pryor and a steal. Bunch. Quinn Bunch spins past Pryor to the elbow. Here's Burt, left hand layup strong. Had the right thought. There's Breckenridge. Scoop shot, no. 3:38 and going. Williamstown trying to make it a fun bus ride home. As the Little Kanawha Conference meets the MSAC. Straight away, Montgomery 3. And that would have been the dagger. Instead, George Washington still with a puncher's chance. And that's a good sign. Cy Smith returns as Leah Hostin will come out. Smith 3. No. Here's Burt. Over the head, searching for an option. Get it to Bunch. Williamstown has 2 timeouts left. Underneath Pickens, hook shot off the mark. Smith will clear it. .240 and going. Breckenridge. Back to Pryor. George Washington's got to work quickly here. Just not moving the defense with any of these passes. On the cut, Smith at the cup, fouled. And didn't look like it was much. Smith was straight up. And looked like she grabbed all ball. We try to stay out of it when it comes to the officials, but I think that's one they'd probably want to have back. And Smith will make the first. It's just that she literally grabbed the ball from her. It really wasn't even a block, so obviously it was straight up. As Hostin will check into the game, out goes Smith. I guess we do kind of have a tough angle from the table. Could have got her somewhere on the body. It's in a bunch, 2:25 and rolling. Williamstown by 7. And she stepped on the sideline as the trap came from Breckenridge and Pryor. But Williamstown called a timeout before the turnover occurred. 54-47 Jackets. You're watching the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout on HDmedia GameDay.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
And we are back at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. 2:19 left in the contest. George Washington trying to find a way to claw their way into it and force an exciting finish. Williamstown, it's about taking care of the basketball and making free throws. As Annabelle Hunt will throw it in at the midline. Pickens scoops it up. And she'll dribble in hand to Costner. Let's see how long GW goes before the on-purpose fouling starts. Quinn Bunch with 12 points today, 3 rebounds. Montgomery with 4 assists for Williamstown as Hunt missed the runner, no foul call. 150 and winding. Sia Smith, a skip pass. Jariah Pryor, high floater, is off the back of the rim. As Burt got the rebound, she'll pivot to keep it. And with 1:38 and going, George Washington defends. As Bunch out of a double team goes to Hot. Everybody in the place wanted to travel. As Costner has it, 1:25 and going. Here's Bunch. Kind of surprised that George Washington's not fouling. They called a 5-second violation. And GW in a precarious spot too, because you have the 5 fouls to give, so you can stop the clock, but you'd have to foul them again as Breckenridge gets it off the ball screen. It's no good from downtown. Here comes Annabelle Hunt, 1 minute left. And you still, though, got to stop the clock somehow. 54 seconds left. That's one way to do it. Pryor with the easy layup. Sosby poked it away. 54-49. Breckenridge almost forced the steal. Let's see what the sideline referee over there says. It's Williamstown basketball. So Williamstown will throw it in. No denial that time. Breckenridge on Bunch. Here comes the double team. Breckenridge got there again the last 2 times. She took it and was so close to having another easy opportunity for GW. As Annabelle Hunt enters it short, gets it back. Will back her way across midcourt into the half court. 30 seconds left. Pickens at the cup. Missed it. And with the right, she'll make it. No bucket. There was a push first. And this is going to go against Williamstown. push somewhere underneath. So George Washington, 24.9 seconds left. You've got Sia Smith, capable three-point shooter. As Pryor goes past the first two defenders, lost her foot in, and is called for a travel as she went down with it. .2 Williamstown. Got to go the length of the floor as a timeout is called. It's a full timeout. George Washington will grab it as we step to a break on HDmedia Game Day.
This is how you craft, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We see crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senators Shelley Moore Capito and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
And we're back at the Utz Snyder of Berlin shootout. Jariah Pryor with 20 points for the Patriots. Faith Pickens with 19 to lead Williamstown. The Jackets 20 seconds away from coming on the road and pulling off the upset against the Patriots out of Class Quad A. Coach told me earlier, I hope we'll just compete today. And he's got a chance of doing a whole lot more than that. A baseball pass off the inbound was errant as they tried to get it to Burt, and then Hostin grazed her at the end of it. She'll get called for the foul. It was close to a turnover. Williamstown ran a press breaker with just one player running straight vertically, and that part of it worked. The pass itself had too much mustard. But they're bailed out by the actually first team foul by George Washington of the quarter. Montgomery tosses it in. Burt to Pickens. Fouled going up with 17.4 left. As Annabelle Hott going to check to the scores table. Up next for Williamstown, they'll take on the Doddridge County Bulldogs on February 15th. And Pickens' free throw around and good. Faith Pickens, a wonderful 79.5% free throw shooter. Has 20 in the ball game. And a short rebound to herself, 15 seconds left. I believe that'll do it. 10 seconds, Sia Smith, high arcing three short with 8 seconds left. Annabelle Hott will have it taken. Pryor with the layup. And with 0.5 seconds left, we stop things again. I think George Washington wanted to call a timeout for a second. Now Jamie LeMasters actually says I'm good. But he took it first as we keep it here. Should be a fun upcoming week on the high school sports scene as we move towards the postseason. We are a couple weeks away from the first year of the playoffs without sectionals. It'll just be one big regional, and that's something that a lot of fans were calling for because there was just too much discrepancy in where people were located versus that first round matchup. Now they fixed it probably about halfway so, but progress is a slow process. as Jamie LeMasters there was an accidental timeout, kind of reactively after that made basket, and then tried to say, never mind, but it was official at that point. So for everybody at home saying, what's the point with 1.3 seconds left, he did not mean to. As Hot will throw it in one last time. At least I thought so, as there's a foul with 0.1 second left. And to those people at home saying, what's the point? I don't have a good answer for you. And the buzzer goes off. Williamstown knocks off George Washington 55-51. Behind 20 points from Faith Pickens. She had 13 rebounds also. Rissa Burt with 8 points, 12 boards. And Quinn Bunch in double figures as well with 12. Jariah Pryor, 22 points to lead the way for the Patriots as we look to the stats. Williamstown, a good output from the field, 22 of 47 shooting. They didn't shoot the three often, but when they did, they knocked it down enough to win. 3 of 8, 38%, and they made 8 free throws. Out-rebounded George Washington 45-31, which was probably the telling stat in the ball game. The Patriots 18 of 49 from the field. Not the best day for shooting downtown, 8 of 31, and 7 of 11 from the charity strike. A big thank you to Dan Shreve back in the production room for operating everything today. As I'll go ahead and sign off, you've been watching the Utz Snyder of Berlin Shootout on HDmedia Game Day.